This is my project. Wanted to make a full stack application. Some of the tools I use for that are Next.js for the front end, client side, and Express for the back end where the network's API calls are made. And I'm using Heroku to deploy this. I originally used Vercel, the recommended platform for Next.js, but was running into Postgres pooling connection issues due to too many connections to it, due to its serverless nature. And Postgres, that is my database. I am hosting that on Heroku. So to cover some of these features we have here, let's go ahead and log in. Actually, we'll sign up, and you can try this out for yourself at this URL up here. So we are signing up here. I am using a NPM package for checking if your password is secure. That means if you have extra numbers and such in there, it'll be more secure. And I am using Google's reCAPTCHA to ensure that no robots are just checking for forms and filling them out and submitting and making too many accounts. So this will automatically sign us in. We are not an admin, so there's no admin navigation up here. I'll go ahead and show you what that looks like. And this is an admin account, so we have that. That would be for any clients I might sell the e-commerce website to. And let's go ahead and cover some of these more features. We have the account page. This will tell us some information about the account, not fully fleshed out, but placeholder information there. And let's go ahead and look at some products. This is server-side rendered, and the images are actually stored on Stripe, but the page will load extremely fast due to the server-side rendered static chunks that are built when you build the application. That's Next.js tooling that enables that. So this is all loaded very quickly. And this is paginated, meaning we don't get every product at once. We break it up into these chunks. So let's go ahead and look at one of these products. Just kind of placeholder name and image and description that matches that. So we have the price, and this dropdown is for selecting quantity. So we can add products. So we added the full 11 there, and if we try to add more, we can only add 3 more. So we get a toast telling us that we only added 3, and then further past that point, if we try to add any more, we'll get this error that says we don't have any more products there. And just some placeholder here, I would have the full description, details, as well as any other items that are under these categories and their reviews. And for login, I forgot to mention, I am using JWT as well as CSRF tokens to ensure that nothing's been tampered with, so I can very securely log people in and know that they are who they say they are. So we can start on a checkout process here. So we added some things to our cart. I think I already had something in my cart. Yeah. Now that is a expensive product. We are very over budget here, so let's just put that back a little bit. Yeah, so we can change, and this is the cart page. We can just change the quantity right within this page, as well as, let me show, you can actually add cart products from right here. So we just added 3 more, and you can remove from the cart. So that's really convenient. Okay, let's go ahead and add shipping. Some cool features built into this. We have our cart on the left here just to verify that you have the correct quantities and prices. We can go back to that if we want to edit that. But I already added some address information for this account. So let's say we want to change this over to 321 Street. And we don't need a line 1, or line 2, I mean. And we're actually in Florida. So that will change dynamically based on the zip code. Okay, and placeholder shipping information there. When I have this as an actual production application will have some options where you can select different shipping. And when you try to proceed to payment, you're going to be notified of what you're actually changing. So here on the left we have the old information, and then on the right we have what we're updating it to. So this only shows the lines which are relevant. So if we go back and you can click out of that, if we change that back to California zip code, it'll only tell us what we're actually changing. So we're changing this street to 321 Street. You can go ahead and click update. That'll progress us to the next page. And then if we pay attention on the left, we have our previous page that we were at, which was shipping. That is now 321 Street. And just to show the other button for saving that address, if we wanted to keep the old street, we would just click keep the old, and this 222 Street street number is not going to be saved. So if we keep the old, we can see that that's still at 321. So, and we do have some validation as well. So if you try to check out when there's no actual information there that's not right, it'll let you know. Okay, so we are now going to do a payment, and since this is a test environment, don't actually make any charges, so it's telling us what to fill out for that. This is powered by Stripe, and a little information here to let us know what the CVC is if we don't know what that is. And let's go ahead and complete this order. Just want to show this little section first actually. We have our order, just lets us verify our cart right before checkout too. And that all looks nice in mobile video too. If we go to this, refresh that, we see that shipping is stacked on top of the order, stacked on top of the payment at the bottom. And let's go ahead and complete that. It'll scroll us up to the top and we can see the progress of the order, and we get order complete, our shipping information. I'll eventually connect that to a here company, which tells you gives you an image of your street. So I'll be able to pin right on the house, and you'll be able to let me know if that's not the right address for you, and you can update that. Let's go ahead and go to full, and that is all working. So I want to show off the admin page too. This just connects to the Stripe API and allows you to update products right here. So we take the ID of any of the products we have active and we plug it into our update product form, and it'll automatically fill these fields. There we go. And let's make this thing not quite as expensive. Maybe we added one too many 9s there. And let's say there's actually only 4 of them. And we can update that. And that was updated. So if we go back to browse, this is actually statically rendered at build time, so that information needs to get updated when we redeploy. So I can show that as well. So new, add some categories. This, I am creating a product right now, so that's the name, categories, price, and let's say there's 5 of them. Let me create that, and we added a new product. Let's go ahead and add an image to that. Takes us to the Stripe URL and just adds in that product, which will be right where it adds us. Add in a image, and we're going to add a Valencia image there and save that. Now the browse page is statically rendered at build time, so we can't actually see that. So I'm going to go do a quick redeploy to Heroku, and I'll fast forward this for you. Okay, we just finished our Heroku deploy. Let's go ahead and go back to the application, and I'm going to go ahead and refresh this, and we have our new product that we added. We also have the new updated price for that SDSD item. So if we click on that, you should see there's 5 of it, and it's in the correct categories. And that is the complete application.